So I might have saved a family's lives this morning. Yep, 2025 is off to a bang. So this morning I woke up about 30 minutes before my alarm was set because I really had to pee. And so I decided to just get up. And I went to let my dogs out into the backyard when I saw two of my back neighbors' houses on fire. Like, not a little fire. So I immediately call 911 and I get on the phone with the fire dispatcher and I say my address, that it's the two houses that touch my backyard. And when she doesn't say, oh, we've been notified and units are on their way, I'm like, fuck, there are probably people sleeping because this was like 6 o'clock in the morning. So I told her, I'm going to run over there. I need to knock on these people's doors. So I, in my socks, my little short shorts that I sleep in, I run like a motherfucking track star around the block to these people's houses. I didn't know the name of that street. So I tell the dispatcher as I'm running by, this is the name of the street. I get to the house. This is the house number. And I ring the doorbell furiously. I'm banging on the door. And this young man, younger than me, answers the door, clearly asleep. And I'm just like, hi, your house is on fire. So he looks around the corner. You can see his guts leave his body and he runs back inside. So I run next door as he does that. I'm banging, same thing, doorbell banging. Turns out nobody was home, out of town probably. So he comes back out with a wife and two very small newborn, fresh family. A sheriff pulls up all of a sudden, very quickly. We live very close to a fire station. There's a lot of fire trucks. The entire street's filled up. Like all over the street. So the heroes of the morning, the firefighters, they go in and they're taking care of the fire. So once everything starts to seem like it's going to be under control, the sheriff comes over to me to take my information just in case they need to get in contact with me later. And he's asking me like, what happened, what I saw. Now here's why I'm really telling this story, because there's a lesson to be learned. He told me that a fireman said to him, this fire must have just started and it was growing. It was going up to the second story of this house, climbing up the house, but it had not yet gotten inside the house. And the sheriff, he said that when he's going around and asking neighbors like information, trying to collect, figure out what happened, he says so often people say, oh yeah, I saw it burning. And then he looks at them and says, why didn't you call? And like report this. And so it's called the bystander effect. And it's people pass off the responsibility and just assume that somebody else is going to take care of it or has already taken care of it. And just don't do that. So like if you see an emergency happening, I mean, more people reporting it, multiple people reporting it is better than nobody reporting it. Because this fire was growing and the police officer looked at me and said, you very may well have saved these people's lives, if not the very least their belongings. So please take that as like a warning or a lesson, because this brand new family just starting their lives, their new year could have started out very differently today. Stay safe.